Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'll be talking about the difference between racism and tribalism. In the next 5 minutes of this video, I'll be going in depth on the effect of racism and tribalism on the next generation of Africans. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to spot the subtle cue of racism and tribalism in your surroundings. Racism and tribalism are two distinct concepts that are often confused, particularly when discussing African countries. Racism is based on the notion that one's race is superior to another, and this can manifest in different ways. It can be seen in form of discrimination, prejudice, and even violence. Racism has been a global issue that has been around for many centuries, and it is still a part of many societies today, such as the situation of police brutality and systemic racism plaguing US. Tribalism, on the other hand, is a way of organizing a society based on an affinity to a particular tribe or group of people, which includes a shared language, custom, and beliefs. Tribalism can be a positive force in some societies, providing a sense of identity and community. However, it can also be a source of conflict and tension, especially when tribal members are pitted against one another in competition for resources or power, such as the role Belgium played in the conflict between Hutu and Tutsi tribe in Burundi, and the role Nigerian government played in the last election held in Nigeria, whereby people were badly beaten simply because they looked like a certain tribe.
A lot to say this morning. Here we are, just like where we were in 1983. 40 years after, we've not learned anything. These elections I thought was going to turn the corner for Nigeria, because it will make it 100 years since we first voted in this country. But we've not learned anything. One thing that came out of the 83 election was the song by Fela that says demonstration of crazy demonstration. Isn't it demonstration of grace that a day before the elections, a person affiliated with a certain political party in Lagos threatened people from other tribal groups, and the police spokesperson came out the next day and said, let's take it as a joke?
Tribalism have had a lingering effect on the African continent and its people, which have caused a deep-seated mistrust between the different ethnic groups in Africa, and this has been passed down to the next generation of Africans. This mistrust has hindered the development of African countries, as it has been difficult for countries to work together when there is a lack of trust. Furthermore, this mistrust has led to a lack of essential resources and opportunity available to the African population, resulting in a lack of education, healthcare, and employment for the African population. The effect of tribalism on the next generation of Africans can be seen in the educational system. There is a lack of equal access to education, with the majority of African children attending schools with limited resources and inadequate teaching. Furthermore, racism and tribalism have led to unequal opportunities for African children to pursue higher education and go on to find a meaningful employment in comparison to their Western counterparts, coupled with the situation of countless bad leadership, which has had a long-term effect on the economy of African countries, as there is a lack of skilled workers and educated individuals who can contribute to the growth of their country. It is essential that African countries work together to create a more unified and prosperous continent in order to ensure that the next generation of Africans are given the resources and opportunity they need to thrive and develop. We all have our unique cultures and backgrounds, but sometimes we forget that not everyone has the same experience as us. Tribalism can often be subtle, and yet they still have profound effects on our lives. It can manifest in our everyday lives in form of microaggression, stereotypes, and exclusionary language. Even in our communities and neighborhoods, tribalism can be seen in how we interact with each other. We may not be aware of it, but these subtle cues can tell us about the people around us. For example, it can be something as simple as one person speaking in a certain way to another, or one group of people being excluded from an event. These subtle cues can be hard to detect as they are often disguised as something else. We must be aware of these cues and how they can affect our lives and how we treat each other. We must learn to recognize the signs of tribalism and work to create an environment of inclusion and acceptance. By doing so, we can ensure that everyone feels respected, honored, and valued within our community. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to read more about the research I did, please check the description below. And please leave a comment, and I would like to hear your feedback. Please, if you have any topic you want me to talk about, just leave a comment. I'll reply you.